guys, it's Deb, back with another Sims 4 house build. The name of this house is Divine Modern, and this house has 4 bedrooms and it has 3 bathrooms. It also has a study and a swimming pool, and I did build this house on a 20 by 30 lot, so you should be able to place it just about anywhere. And I'm so excited to find out that we're actually getting a brand new neighborhood with 15 brand new lots absolutely free with the very next patch, which is really going to come in handy for everyone who's doing the Legacy Challenge, which I am doing. And my children in my Legacy Challenge are growing up and moving out of the main family home, and they will be needing places to live. So we really need these additional 15 lots. And I just cannot believe that we're actually getting them in a patch for free. I really didn't think that we would be getting more lots until the very next expansion pack came out. So I'm really excited that we're actually getting these next week, and they are free. And you can see this home is a 2-story home, and I'm working on the roof here. And I decided to do something a little bit different with the roof line on this house. Something a little bit crazy, which I actually like the way that it turned out in the end. And I hope you all like it as well. It is a little bit different. But when the finished product all comes together, I actually think it looks quite nice. So I hope you all like it. I also put on this particular home something a little bit different. I put terraces on the second floor of this home with planter boxes that I made and filled with plants and flowers. So I hope you all like that too. And you can see that the exterior of this home is a mix of the brick pattern and paneling, which I really like a lot. Now, that one thing I also hope that we get with the next expansion pack, I know that it won't be free, but hopefully in the next expansion pack, we will get several new wallpapers. We especially need exterior wallpapers for our homes. Those of you who build a lot, I know that I'm guilty of this. You know, I've used the same exterior patterns over and over again, and if you build a lot, I'm sure you probably have as well. So I really am hoping for some new exterior wallpapers with the next expansion pack. And right now, we don't have any idea when the next expansion pack will be coming out, but I do hope that it is soon, and I do really appreciate this free patch that we are getting. And there I am. I'm also putting those planter boxes that I told you that I built. I also put them on the bottom floor as well. And you can see I'm just filling in with a little grass pattern there. And another thing that I did on the master bathroom, which you will see later, I also put some greenery around it and put a fountain around the master bathtub. But you'll see all that later. And just filling it in. And one thing I cannot understand with The Sims 4. You notice that I put that grass pattern down on those planter boxes, and then I built a fence around it. And when you build a fence around it, for some reason, the game removes the wallpaper and the flooring patterns that you've put down. I don't really understand why the game does this, but I've noticed it time and time again. When you build a fence or something, it does that. It takes off the patterns that you've put in, which I really hope that they fix that too. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I hope they patch in a fix for that as well. And there I am just putting landscaping in the front. I did quite a bit of landscaping in the front, not so much in the back, but yeah, you can see lots of plants in the front of this house. And here I am working on the kitchen, and I did decide to go with this brown wall pattern in the kitchen simply because I don't remember ever doing a brown wallpaper in the kitchen before, so I did do that. And I do end up going back and using the lighter colored version of these cabinets after I get everything in there, because it just felt too dark for me. So I do go ahead and change that pattern in just a few minutes. And there I am putting those keys above the sink. I absolutely love those keys. And you can see I'm putting a bar area in between the kitchen and the living room. And I do use blue in this downstairs area as well. You can see I'm putting in a blue tile floor. And I do put a pattern, a brown pattern in that tile floor. I decided to go with that pinwheel pattern. It reminds me of an actual tile pattern that you would see in a floor in real life. And you can see I am changing the color of those cabinets. And here I am working on the living room, and I do use blue walls in this living room, a combination of blue and brown. And I do use blue a lot in my homes, and the reason that I do go with blue quite a bit in my homes is because when I'm building my homes, I try to make homes that will appeal to as many people as I possibly can. You know, if you decide to download one of my homes, I really hope that you like the colors so that you don't have to spend a lot of time redecorating. Now, some rooms you're going to want to redecorate simply because, you know, not all people like the same colors and patterns. So some rooms, you know, I'm sure you're going to want to redecorate, but I try to make it so you don't have to spend a lot of time on redecorating. So I try to use colors that I think will appeal universally to, you know, the broadest number of people that I can, so that you don't have to spend a lot of time doing that. Because when you download a home, you know, lots of times you don't want to have to fiddle with redoing everything. You just want to go ahead and spend your time playing. So that is the reason. That was a very long explanation, wasn't it? Sorry about that, but that's the reason that I use blue a lot. Okay, so here I am putting in plants. I also do like to use a lot of plants in my homes, and I also like to use a lot of mirrors. So basically, I use the mirrors because I just like the way they look, and I like moving them around. I think they add a nice touch. Plus, your Sims can use them to practice their charisma skill or change their appearance or whatever else is needed. So yeah, I like to use a lot of mirrors. There I am trying to decide on what plants to use in the living room area, and just putting in a couple of lights because it was a little dark over there where that table is by the window. So just trying to lighten it up just a little bit, and putting some clutter and a plant on the coffee table. And I did use that panel from the luxury party pack. Now, if you don't have the luxury party pack and you do want to download this house, you will be perfectly fine. I only used that one item. It is just a decorative item that I've used. And if you do want to download this house and you do so and you don't have luxury party pack, I'm pretty sure the game will just substitute something else in that place, like a picture or whatever. And when you download the house, you can go in and change it to whatever you want to do in its place. You could put a mirror or just leave it blank or whatever you would like to do. But it's no big deal. I only used one item from that pack. I know a lot of you probably did not get that party pack. I did get it simply because I have an obsession with getting every single thing in the game. You know, I just have to have it. That's just me. I'm a collector, so I do pretty much buy every single thing that comes out. And there I am just decorating the dining room area a little bit. And as you probably have noticed, this house does have the open floor. It is the open concept floor plan, which I absolutely love to do, because I really think that those type of floor plans play a lot better when you're actually playing the game. And I also love the way the open floor plan concept looks as well. And you can see I did put my signature fountain and plants beneath the stairs. If you don't like that, if you're getting tired of seeing that in my houses, I apologize. That is kind of a signature look that I do. I don't know if I'll continue to do it, but I do love doing it, so I did. And you can see I'm now working on the study. And I did decide to go with this really bright orange and this aqua, which I do realize that this is a color combination that may not appeal to everyone, but you can go in and change the colors to whatever you would like to have in this room if you do decide to download this house. But I've, really thought that these two colors really popped well together and really looked well, so that's why I decided to use them in the study. And here I am working on the downstairs bathroom, and I do have the shower area and the toilet area separated, so your Sims will not get embarrassed if one has to take a shower while the other one is going to the bathroom. They will never see each other. And I did do this bathroom in black and white, which I really love black and white bathrooms. I hope you like it. And here I am just working on the patio area, putting in the barbecue and some plants. And you'll see me here, I put 2 tables here. I end up doing 2 tables, yes. But where that table is right there, that square table, I do end up replacing placing the chess set there, and I move that table to where that love seat and chair are instead. So in the finished build, in the finished product, you will see a little bit later, you will have the chess set there on the patio, as well as I did put the easel out here in the garden area or patio area as well. So you do have those 2 skill items in this home. And you can see I'm just adding a little bit more landscaping. I don't do a whole lot of landscaping in the back of the home, but did put it down the sides. Now I'm working on the master bedroom, and I absolutely love this cranberry red wild color that I've gone with here. I really like that color in real life too. We have it in one room in our home in real life. Actually, the dining room in my home in real life has the cranberry color in it, and I do love that color in the Sims as well. And I also think it looks really good with the black and with that brick pattern, so I hope you all like the way it turned out as well. And just putting in some curtains, and don't worry, I don't use the luxury party pack curtains. I don't think I'll ever use those in a build. Just putting rugs in, and those blinds are from the Get to Work expansion pack. If you don't have that, I'm sure the game will replace it with something from the base game, which you could use the dorm life panel or something like that there, and that would look just fine. And that particular decorative item that I put on the wall there is also from the Get to Work pack, and I really love that little wall panel. And I also used it on the exterior of the home in a different color, which you will see later. Here I am just putting in some shelves with some little knickknacks, some books and plants and things like that. And here is the tub area, and you can see I'm working on the fountain behind the tub, and the rocks just did not work. So I just end up taking those rocks out, and I just use flowers in there instead and just put the fountains in, and I think it looks pretty good. Really don't think the rocks are needed there. And I do put a tub right there by that fountain so that your Sims can relax in the bubble bath and listen to the water falling in the fountain. And I do have separate showers in this master bathroom, so you can have 2 Sims take a shower in the morning at the same time. Just putting mirrors and lights and things like that. And I decided that the bloom on that wall was just too bright, so I do end up replacing that wall with a different white wall pattern, which you can see there. And just putting in some clutter and rugs and things of that nature. Now this room that I'm working on here is a guest room. It also has a double bed, so that if you have, 2 couples that live in this particular home, maybe Grandma and Grandpa Sim live here, living out their old age with their children, you can put them in this room. And the other 2 bedrooms are set up for children, but I did want to include another double bed in this home, in this bedroom. So I've done that. And I did decide to go with this mint green color because I don't remember ever using this particular bed before, or this particular color scheme in a home. So I'm, trying to branch out and use everything that I can so that the houses don't all look so much alike. But I do really like the way this room turned out. I do like this mint green. I wasn't really sure about it at first, but I think it did turn out quite well. And those chairs right there just happen to match, and they are also from the Get to Work expansion pack. And I thought they looked quite nice in there. Just putting some shelves and things on the walls in this room as well, and some plants and things like that. There's not many things that actually fit on those little shelves without using the Move Objects on sheet. So I tried to use things, those little plants, things that will fit up there that won't disappear on you when you download the house. And just putting in some pictures and plants and things of that nature. A little clutter to fill everything out. Putting in a rug and some lighting and things like that. But I do like the way this room turned out in the end, and I hope you all like it. Now I'm working on a room suitable and designed for 2 children, boys or girls, doesn't really matter. I have included the dollhouse and the chemistry table, as well as the toy box and the creativity table in this particular room. So if you decide to download it, your children will have all the items that they need. And I did use that cute little soccer ball lamp. I don't remember ever using it before, so I decided to use it in this room. And you can see that I am putting in all of the toys, and I did put a dresser so that they can change their the children can change their clothes or whatever they need to do. And just going in and putting some shelves, and I do put a lot of toys on these shelves. And one thing I have noticed, when you go to play your game and you have all these toys on the shelves, your Sims will come into the room, get the toys off the shelf, and put them in the toy box. There's not any way for you to prevent that I have found, because even if you put the toys on the very highest shelf that you think your Sims would not be able to reach, they can magically reach them. But it's okay, because it just gives your children's Sims more toys to play with, and you can put some other kind of clutter on those shelves if you would like to do so. And just putting in a little bit of clutter and things like that in the bathroom. And you will notice when I do the toilet and shower areas that I do put a shower in both of these separated bathroom areas and 2 toilets. So even though there are only 3 bathrooms in this house, it's actually more like 4, because you do have 2 showers and toilets in that bathroom. And now I am working on a room that I designed for a teenager. In this room, I do put a computer, and of course I put the stereo, and I do put some skill items for your teenage Sims. I do put the Freezer Bunny guitar in here, and I also put the easel in case your teenage Sim wants to learn to paint. And there I am doing the computer area, and I did decide to go with this beautiful purple and this aqua color. I really like both of these colors. If they're a little bit too wild for you, you can always change them to whatever you want. And there I am putting the stereo in and a little bit of clutter. And I do put some plants in this room because I do think that teenagers enjoy plants, just like adults do. Children, not so much. But teenagers, I believe, do enjoy plants. So I did put some plants in. And just putting some posters and things on the wall. And of course I did put that bookcase in so that your teenagers can read. And more posters on the wall. And I don't remember ever using that llama picture that I've got above the bed, so I decided to use that. And it just so happened that it fit in quite well with the color scheme. So that was good. And here I am working on the upstairs hallway. And I do have a little love seat for your Sims to sit on. Maybe they want to sit there and read a good book or something like that. and just putting some clutter and pictures and tables in the upstairs hallway. And as you can see, there is a balcony area there with a 2-story foyer, so you can see the foyer from upstairs in this home. Just putting some rugs in and getting them lined up, and more plants. And there also is a balcony on this second floor. It's a small balcony, but I do put a love seat out there and some plants so that your Sims can sit out there and enjoy the evening as well if they so desire. And I think that's about it. And here we are with the screenshots of the home. Coming on around to the side, and you can see at the master bathroom area where I have those plants around the fountain area. And I really like the way this house turned out. I hope you all like it as well. And there's the barbecue area with the chess table and the easel for painting. And also you can see the balcony area up there as well, the little sitting area. Coming on around to this side of the house, you can see that panel that I used from the Get to Work expansion pack on the roof, and I think that turned out really cute. I really like it. Back around to the front of the home, and this is what you see when you walk through the front door. You have a view of the dining area and the stairs. This is looking toward the kitchen and the living room area with the bar. A closer shot of the living room. And there is the kitchen with the pinwheel pattern on the floor and the tile. Another shot of the living room and the bar area. That is what you see looking from the dining room toward the front door. Here is the study with the aqua and the bright orange walls. And this is looking down onto the foyer area from the second floor. Here we have the master bedroom with the beautiful cranberry color. Another shot of the master bedroom area. Here is a shot of the master bathroom with the fountain around the tub and the double showers. Another shot of that master bathroom. And this is the guest bedroom with the mint green color scheme. Here is the family bathroom, one shot of it. This is the children's room with the creativity table, you can see there, and you also see the dollhouse and the chemistry table and toy box. This is the teenager's room with that llama picture above the bed and the purple and the aqua walls. And this does conclude this Sims 4 house build. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you like this home and are wanting to download it from the Sims 4 gallery, you can find it by searching my origin user ID SimmerDeb. SimmerDeb is all one word with a capital S and a capital D. And I want to thank you all so very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave me a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next time.